back, boys and girls. So today we are going to solve an ATP paper. You can see it's paper 6, alternative to practical, from Cambridge IGCSE, and this is from October-November series from 2022. So we are proceeding and solving the question. In this paper you are not provided with any helping material like periodic table. Okay, so you have to, if some of the masses, molecular masses, you have to found in this or during any question, you have to keep all those information, atomic masses, in your mind. Okay, so here in question 1, a mixture of 3 colored compounds was separated using the apparatus shown in the diagram. Then he says that the diagram is given and he says give the name of the item of apparatus labeled A. So we can easily mention this is a chromatogram tank or chromatogram jar. So we can say it is chromatogram tank. Chromatogram tank, or we can say it's a jar. Then in next part he says 1 drop of a mixture of colored compounds was placed on the paper and some solvent was poured into A. Draw on the diagram a spot with this dot to show where the drop of the mixture of colored compounds should be placed. And we know that we have to place that drop on the baseline, and then a line to show the level of the solvent in A at the start of the experiment. So we learned that we have to show the level of the solvent properly below the baseline. Okay, so properly below the baseline. So keeping these 2 points in your mind, now I'm going to draw here on this diagram. As I said, you have to place the sample on the baseline. So this is the sample, and then you must have to show the solvent level using your scale and pencil to draw this smooth line. Okay, and label this as what you can say solvent level, and here you have to label it as sample, color dye or sample. Okay, or a source, or you can say it is a source of colored pigments. Next question. Here he says that name an item of apparatus that should be used to place a drop of mixture of colored compounds onto the paper. So we may use dropping pipette or tet pipette. Okay, so we can say tet pipette. Actually we can also say this as a dropper, but the acceptable words are tet pipette or dropping pipette. Okay, so but remember you have to write only one, not write this. Okay, so you have to write any one, or you are going to write tet pipette, or you have to write dropper, or you can say dropping pipette. Okay, next he says state when the paper should be removed from the solvent in A. So we can say when the level or the solvent reaches to the maximum, or we have to say when the solvent reached at the top of the paper. When solvent reached at top of paper, or chromatogram, And next he says name this method of separation of colored pigments. So it is simply chromatography, or we can say paper chromatography. Paper chromatography. Understood? So it was a simple and a short question, and we will continue the next question in our next video. Keep in touch, and if you have any question you can ask in the comments. Take care.